Panda Sups. Go to pandasups.com and use code CHAT at checkout to be able to save 30% off on some high-quality vitamins, pre-workout, and we're also going to talk to you about their BCAAs. Starting the show off here with Damien Williams, and this one just came across. He's decided to opt out.
Significant loss for Kansas City, because even with the drafting of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who we will get to in a second,
All right.
Williams was still going to be a part of this Chiefs offense. He played very well in the postseason, was that team's lead back, made LaShawn McCoy a complete non-factor for Kansas City.
Put him in the shade.
I see what you did there. He wasn't like a superstar running back, but he was cheap. He wasn't very expensive.
Yep.
I thought he was going to be the lead back again until they took Edwards-Helaire in round one. I know you're a fan of him too, Mitch.
I mean, you have to be. I think when you talk about a running back that knows his role perfectly, he knew his role perfectly for this Chiefs team. Didn't try to do too much, but was a reliable running back, especially in the receiving game. I mean, look at these playoff stats. I know that Patrick Mahomes won the MVP or the Super Bowl MVP, but I'm going to say this. Damien Williams should have at least been in the conversation a lot more. We did a watch party here, and I was like, hey, I might put my money on Damien Williams. So the fact that he's not going to play this season is going to put a lot more stress, I would say, on the rookie Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Tom wins. So we had a little bit of a discussion about which running back you would take number one overall in a fantasy football draft. I said Jonathan Taylor. Tom, you win. It's now easily Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who had put up sick numbers at LSU.
CEHSZN is here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, just as a note here for how big of an impact he's about to face, I just saw this come across. Some odds updates for Edwards-Helaire. MVP odds have gone from 250 to 1 to 75 to 1. He's not going to NFL MVP. All right. To win the rushing title, from 75 to 1 to 20 to 1. Okay. And then to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, which is a far more likely option. Still going to be Joe Burrow, but 11 to 2 to 4 to 1. Edwards-Helaire is going to be this lead back for Kansas City. Now, I do think other backs will be involved in some capacity, but I very much think that Edwards-Helaire is going to be that lead back. He's going to be a legitimate feature back for Kansas City. Washington, the other Darrell, or I should say just Darrell Williams, the other D Williams on the roster, maybe Darwin Thompson, Elijah McGuire, they'll be involved.
Sure.
But this is going to be, at least by the middle of the season, if not even week one, Edwards-Helaire's show.
Oh, and it absolutely should be. I mean, now you're really looking at the addition of DeAndre Washington, comes over from the Raiders. I think you're going to see him play a lesser version of a Damien Williams type role, pretty solid pass-catching running back ever since he came out of Texas Tech. And for all you Chiefs fans out there, if you haven't subscribed to our Chiefs channel, make sure you do. You see it, the link below, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We're getting close to 6,000 subscribers. It is the #1 fastest-growing Chiefs channel there on YouTube. So Damien Williams, he's gone. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he is inserted into all fantasy football lineups. And I'm telling you what, we went over the odds. It's going to be very, very solid. So I want you to predict it. Clyde Edwards-Helaire's total yards in 2020. Tom, over or under 1,100 total yards for Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
I'll take the over. I think he's going to be involved enough in the passing game. I don't think he's going to rush for 1,100, but I think he could get 400 in the passing game fairly easily.
I'm going to go over as well. It would not surprise me whatsoever if he actually gets to 1,200, 1,300. Last time I checked, the Chiefs' offense, pretty good.